Well, there are games, and then there are games. And the blood is about as blue as it gets for this one. The Fog, the Jayhawks, and for the first time since 1960, the Tar Heels have come to Lawrence, Kansas. Three very familiar names in Harris, Adams, Dickinson, Ryland Griffin, a transfer from Alabama, David Coit, a transfer from Northern Illinois.
When Kansas moves the ball from one side of the floor to the other, they become that much more difficult to guard. 5 players moving and the ball moving.
Cadeau, Davis, Trimble, Withers, and Washington, all 5 starters. Kicks it cross court, shot fake, Coit. Misses the 3, the rebound down to Jalen Withers, and here come the Heels.
Good block out by Jalen Washington against Hunter Dickinson.
What a
Smith played.
Yes.
Dean Smith was a player here at
tradition, and as they like to tell you, and proudly so, here it as it comes down to Washington.
Good defensive possession for Carolina to force that shot.
For those who haven't seen Carolina yet, how much better? Whoa!
So did say that this has been a very quiet team. If they want to be a great defensive team, they have to find their voice defensively.
Griffin with the block on Cadeau. The lob for Adams. Game. Had a big exhibition game, knocked down a bunch of threes, hit 2 of them in Kansas's opening win in the regular season over Howard. And for the rebound.
Dickinson with the vertical contest.
Harris back to Dickinson. Doesn't hit the 3, and here comes Carolina in a hurry. Trimble all the way, and it goes! This is the 13th all-time. R.J. Davis, a perfect example between the COVID year, and this is the last year where a player can get that 5th year, and NIL, guys who are still playing college ball who otherwise wouldn't. This is Zeke Mayo, a transfer from South Dakota State. A great find.
Unbelievable.
Davis misses the 3. Rebound Dickinson.
Dickinson's a high-level rebounder.
Griffin wide open. There's no calling out plays using your voice in this barn tonight. Drake Powell, one of the top freshmen.
Go against KJ Adams and take that kind of a bump and to be able to make that play on a broken play. That's big time.
And a cousin of Hubert Davis. A little bit distant, but Hubert was put in the corner. Harris recovers. Here's Ian Jackson, another highly touted freshman for the Heels out of the Bronx. Davis the drive and
in their first game, they shot 16 free throws, all of them by their starting guards. Their big guys did not attempt.
In by Adams, the kick. The 3 won't go for A.J. Storr, a transfer from Wisconsin. And back comes Carolina, led by Davis. Jackson, count it.
Under the basket. That would have been a tough 2 for Jackson had he chosen to take it, but you give up an easy layup by overcommitting.
Mayo, the floater will. Washington back into the game for Carolina. Trimble, baseline. Tried to give it to Washington. Got it back, puts it up, and the rebound to Mayo. Point up top. Storr! He's gone to the bench. We will see for how long. And Badunga is back in, the 6'9" freshman from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Elliot Cadeau with the line. Deacon Wolverine Challenge, 1 Eastern on ESPN2. Mark Fuse Zags made with that blowout win over Baylor.
Unbelievable. Gonzaga has a model program, and they're going to be right there.
Boy, it's a battle on the boards, and it's won by Kansas. Mayo feeling it, and hitting it. Flory Badunga.
What a big-time rebound.
Jackson the drive, up, no good. Gets it back.
Devon Harris doing a really nice job at denying the ball to R.J. Davis.
Baseline jumper. So the shot clock went back to 20. Mayo wanted it back. Badunga out of Storr. The pull-up from 12 will go. And A.J. Storr, you can feel it, you can see it, as he's getting more and more comfortable playing in this system.
When he makes quick decisions, boy, he is really good.
Up a Heels fan. Davis, nice crossover, and the foul
there. And I get the point about being out of control, but
in free throw percentage, 86% for his career in this game.
Carolina's had to play some inexperienced players in this first half.
And as tough an environment, it goes without saying, as there is in college basketball. Harris into the paint, up top, and Trimble. Good defense by Stokes.
And how about this? He had 33 points against Memphis.
Adding insult to injury.
Adams limping down court after that stick back.
Cadeau. Last whistle, there it is. Misses the hook. And time for Carolina. Powell. End to end. And that's going to count.
And wait for the ball to get to them. They will move into an open area, and they work so well together.
Withers and Washington both back in to start the second half after missing a lot of the Alabama transfer. This is the mid-range jumper.
That is not a good shot to take a challenge, too. That gets Carolina out in transition.
And a guy who worked Baycott and Ingram. Washington and Withers were the backups at the 4 and 5. They are the starters this year. Trimble almost picked the pocket of Dickinson, who follows up his
floor with that second jump to tap that in.
Trimble, what an
playmaker.
Cadeau, and what a cut by. He's going to be coming out. Zeke Mayo has come to check in.
Kansas is going to hurt you.
Withers
made over 63s in his time at Louisville. He started his career at Louisville. Chris Mack recruited him there.
50-year player, now a turnover. They're running. They got numbers. Cadeau. Oh. Interesting guy. Obviously played behind Armando Baycott the last couple of years, so not a ton of available minutes. He had some injuries. You'll recall a big Zeke Mayo knocks down another three for Kansas. And a steal now by Storr. Ahead to Mayo. Back to Storr. And now an off-balance.
That bump in his chest and still finish the play.
North Carolina squad.
Well, they're not as big, but Hubert Davis is talking to his team a lot about size isn't the factor in rebounding.
Yep.
It's about heart and going after the ball, and that's something they're going to have to continue to develop.
We talked about Harrison Ingram's rebounding numbers without being a single ball and a 7-point lead. Adams. Blocked from behind. Bedunga. 70-63 with more than 12 minutes to go. Mayo got his man in the air and
the shot fake and short jumper.
Played in the NCAA tournament a year ago, scored 19 against Iowa State. Davis fouled by.
Well, it's an all-new team, completely new players for Kentucky. Is really an elite offensive coach. They're going to shoot a lot of threes. Look at that much time to shoot a ball in a horse game.
Powell back in, so two freshmen on the floor right now for Carolina. Jackson and Powell, and a strip there by Harris. Wow! To a double-digit lead.
You cannot bring a slow double team to Hunter Dickinson. It's got to be on the flight of the ball as he's catching it. Once he catches it, if you go after that, he'll pick you apart.
Storr, second team All-Big Ten a year ago with Wisconsin. Storr from the baseline, around and out. And here comes Trimble. Right at Dickinson. So Trimble, who averaged 5 a game last year, games of the season.
Well, he's a relentless attack guard.
And a little miscommunication there between him and Dickinson.
That looked like a shot to me.
Davis, nice look. Withers. It is a two. Just mans up a little more cleanly on this trip. It looks like they have. Davis got the switch. Withers is open again. And Kevin, Coach, thanks very much. Knocked away, Carolina ball. Dan Schulman, Jay Bilas here at the Fog, a 1-point game.
From the foul line. Remarkable.
And he always liked when the ball.
Well, he forced him to shoot it over instead of giving Hunter Dickinson an angle to the basket. Great pass.
And the lead has returned. Harris off the glass.
Dickinson was trying to move Jalen Washington up the lane, and he couldn't be a shot blocker.
Trimble, strong move and finish. Store. Adams on the deck. It bounces to Dickinson. Mayo's the open man. And a foul call going against Kansas. So a big foul call.
Not a number to overcome.
This lead 20 on a couple of occasions back in the first half.
Well, North Carolina's defense in this second half has been outstanding.
Boy, very. Store. Back to Dickinson. 8 to shoot. Mayo baseline. On ESPN. Not for long.
A terrific play by Washington to finish.
Mayo off a screen, couldn't get the shot off. Forces it up, and it goes. Withers open in the corner, and it's out of bounds.
You got to think Kansas wants to run something to get Hunter Dickinson an angle. And there it is. They cleared out the side.
Over the top, lays it in. Kansas by 2. Inside a minute to go. Will it be Davis? Right now it's Cadeau. Now to the All-American in Davis. Shot clock at 5. Cadeau with the drive off the foot. Mayo trying not to give Davis any room. Washington a corner 3. And it's down to Store. And he can make those shots. He didn't take a ton last year, but he shot a good percentage. But that one wouldn't go, and it's Kansas ball. 7 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. No double team. Now here comes the swipe. And a foul by Trimble will send. Trying to make it a 2-possession game. He does not. 10 seconds to go. A 3-point game. Washington to Cadeau. He's got to get a shot off. And Kansas will win it.